Shalom, this is Amonute Tayac of Piscataway, Sophia Spiritualite, the AmaruKhan Miriyam, and this is take 3 of trying to record this video. I just want to talk briefly about the covenant between the Most High God Creator and the sons of David. And more than likely, I'll refer to those people who are participating in this covenant as the sons of David, as opposed to Israel or any of those other terms, because they're all very corrupted. And we're going to have to talk about ourselves in a different way. So this covenant is with the offspring of David specifically. Now, who does this specifically refer to? This specifically refers to the bloodlines of Judah and the bloodline of Dinah, because David's mother was Kezia, Kezia's mother was Dinah. So we're not just talking about the tribes of Judah and on down. We're also talking about the bloodline of Dinah and down. It's very, very important because as the first daughter, Adael, Dinah is the divine's feminines, one of the divine feminines, route back into her power. And so if the divine feminine wants to get into her power, she has to tap into this particular covenant that is between the offspring, the sons, the offspring of David and the Most High. So this is in Psalm 89. If you want to know kind of how, I would read the whole psalm. Let me just put that. I'm not going to read the whole thing. 11 through 18 is a really good explanation, but I'm not going to go through all of this because it just talks about the power and the might of God, and we already know that. We want to specifically focus in on the covenant, okay? So we're going to start with verse 19. And I have my Orthodox Bible here, so it might read a little bit different than the regular Bible. Psalm 89, verse 19. Then you spoke in a vision to your Holy One and said, I have given help to one who is mighty. I have exalted one chosen from the people. I have found my servant David. With my holy oil I have anointed him, with whom my hand shall be established. Also my arm shall strengthen him. The enemy shall not outwit him, nor the son of wickedness afflict him. I will beat down his foes before his face, and plague those who hate him. But my faithfulness and my mercy shall be with him, and in my name his horn shall be exalted. I will set his hand over the sea, and his right hand over the rivers. He shall cry to me, you are my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation. Also, I will make him my firstborn, the highest of the kings of the earth. My mercy I will keep for him forever, and my covenant shall stand firm with him. His seed also I will make to endure forever, and his throne as the days of heaven. If his sons forsake my law, and do not walk in my judgments, if they break my statutes, and do not keep my commandments, then I will punish their transgression with the rod, and their iniquity with stripes. Nevertheless, my loving kindness I will not utterly take from him, nor allow my faithfulness to fail. My covenant I will not break, nor alter the word that has gone out of my lips. Once I have sworn by my holiness, I will not lie to David. His seed shall endure forever, and his throne as the sun before me. It shall be established forever like the moon, even like the faithful witness in the sky. That's our covenant, okay? That's if you choose. If you choose to identify as a son of David, this a child of David in the bloodline of David, this is the bloodline. This is the covenant you have access to. And it's not just about choosing to identify with it. You have to be selected. There's a lot more that I want to discuss in relation to this, but I don't want to get it confused because there's a lot of information that actually ties into this. So I'm just going to focus on what this says or what this means. In the Bible, there's a lot of covenants. There's a lot of different covenants with a lot of different groups of people. And as you read the Bible, you start to figure out that some of it is actually what exactly certain parts of the books are talking about and who they are talking to. And there are a lot of covenants that are made with a lot of different groups of people. This particular covenant is buried in like the middle of a psalm. It's not a whole psalm by itself. It's buried with a bunch of other information. So you could really very easily miss it. The other thing that this covenant has is that it has if you break the rules clause. This is what's going to happen if you break the rules. This is how we always got into trouble because we did not follow the covenant, the laws. And when we didn't follow the laws, we got punished. One of those punishments was a shortened life. Let's go this direction. Because honestly, wisdom comes with a body. When our elders die, they take all of their wisdom with them. Even if they write books, they still take the physical wisdom of their life with them. This is why we honor our ancestors in their death, because they still have a lot of wisdom, but they no longer have a body. If you see here, it says, verse 28, my mercy I will keep for him forever, and my covenant shall stand firm. His seed also I will make to endure forever, and his throne as the days of heaven. It's my concern that so many people desire to leave this planet that they don't understand the wisdom in staying. Not that you want to stay because for some reason, like, oh, I want to keep all my stuff. I want to accumulate more stuff. It's not that. It's that our people are so eager to leave because we believe that it gets us out of this situation that we're in, that we don't understand that when we leave, we are we're taking all of our wisdom with us. Meaning the generation that come after you, they don't have that wisdom to glean from you. And I do believe that there's certain generations that needed to be removed because they were wicked generations. And so they had to be removed as quickly as possible, as not to cause any damage. Well, when you start removing the generations quickly because they're causing too much damage, then you have a bunch of people like my generation, the millennials, wandering around trying to figure out what is going on. Even though I knew both my grandmother and my great-grandmother, you still have a bunch of millennials wandering around trying to figure out what any of this stuff means, how to make anything from it, because you don't have enough time to get the answers to questions that you need. And when you finally start asking the questions, like around my age, around 36, when you get to facing those energies really fast, you don't have anyone to ask about that, because The people who have been doing this for a long time and have had time to identify this is what the spiritual people have passed on. Because when the going got tough, they gave up their body. And so I'm not suggesting everyone to agree to be a son of David. I'm thinking I think people should think really carefully about what that means, because it does require you to live. And I know that there are a lot of people who do not wish to stay and clean up this mess. I understand that. You're going to have to find your covenant. What covenant are you operating by? You need to find that. I'm not going into those covenants because I believe that I need to stay here and help. I never said, okay, we're waiting for someone to come pick us up. We're going off planet while things get cleaned up. I never wanted that. I always said, well, if someone has to clean, if someone is going to shape what's coming next, shouldn't it be me? Why would I want to forfeit my ability to shape the incoming generations? Why would I give that up? Why would I leave that to someone else? That's my responsibility. Especially me, I have kids. These are my kids. My kids, my kids' kids, my kids' kids' kids. This bloodline is my responsibility. Why would I leave my bloodline to figure it out for themselves? And I know that's not a choice for everyone. Some people, they've done this enough times, they're tired. I totally understand that. But you need to find your covenant. This right here is for the sons of David, the ones who want to rule the earth with righteousness, the ones who truly want to take back the kingdom. This will be your covenant. Just know that the bed you make, you have to lay in it. So if you don't want to have a bunch of kids, you don't want to take on a bunch of children as your own, you might want to find another covenant. This covenant right here is going to require you to take care of a lot of people. It's going to require you to live. It's going to require you to birth a lot of children and take care of a lot of children. It's going to require you to work hard. And not work hard as in toil and labor, but work hard as in being a ruler. To work, being the person in charge is not easy. I don't know why people think that is the case. I can't breathe. I don't know why people think that is the case, but it is not easy to be the one in charge. And so I know that this covenant isn't for everybody, but I did want to let people know that this is the covenant that we have available to us. And there are a lot of perks. Like I said, if you read the whole chapter, you'll see everything that comes along with this. But it is a lot of work. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to have to start this recording again. This is a lot to think about. This is a lot to take in. I highly suggest you read the whole chapter. And just think about it and discuss this with your spiritual team. Because if you stay in your physical body, they have to help you. Like, you can't stay in your physical body by yourself. They have to help you. They have to physically help you roll back your age, eat healthier, learn how to preserve your life. They have to help you. You can't do this by yourself. You can't do it yourself at all. It takes your ancestors and your spirit team. And so, come on, man. Excuse me. And so you're gonna have to decide. And now that it's in the ley line, you pretty much have to decide now. Like, don't delay on what you want to do, because I don't think that a time to choose is going to be very long before people are going to have to decide what their covenant is, what their contract is. Because all the old contracts are broken, right? Oof. All the old contracts are broken. All the contracts that were made in our names, we didn't agree to, all of that stuff that we didn't know, those contracts are all broken. So you have to get a new contract. And the book of contracts is your Bible. So I implore people to think carefully about the contract that they want. There's lots of contracts in this book. This is the one that I was drawn to. This is the one I think applies to me because it's the one that I was drawn to. And I do want people to choose wisely because we're going to be vibrating on a new vibration. And whatever you choose is whatever you're going to get. Everyone's responsible for themselves right now. That does not mean that the people who aren't awake yet will not get an opportunity to choose a contract when their time comes up. But we're the early adopters. We're first in line over here. We're Naphtali in these streets, out in the water. Was Naphtali first or was it Judah? Whoever was first into the river, whatever tribe went first that was up to their next, that's who we are. We're first, okay? And I thought it was Naphtali. It might be Judah. We're first in these streets. Let's just put it that way. And so we get to pick the contract we want. We get the pick of the. We get the pick, and then everybody else gets to pick their contracts after us. And so this is the one that I think that we should pick. I'm not gonna go through and look at. This is the one that I was drawn to. We just having a regular conversation, and I ended up right here in this chapter. It was like, this is it. This is our contract. And I want people to think about this and what this means and what this looks like. And can you see yourself living, 400, 500 years? Is that something that you feel comfortable with? Is that something that you can be okay with? Or are you tired and you need to be on the other side doing something else? That's fine too. I'm not downgrading or downplaying anybody, but you're gonna have to go and find whatever group of people are signing up for that, which I believe is like the Fleur Brune group, like, the ones who are trying to get out the firmament by any means necessary. I think that's that group. That's those people who are just ready to go. And I understand that. I'm not talking bad about that at all. I'm just saying that's not my contract. I don't resonate with that. I don't resonate with getting out of here as fast as possible. What I resonate with is ruling with righteousness so that these wicked people are kept in check. I resonate with this is terrible. Somebody said Suge Knight need to be let out of jail because he's the only one who kept Diddy in check. So I resonate with whatever Suge Knight was doing to keep Diddy in check. That's what I resonate with. I resonate with the ones who keep the demons in check. The ones the demons are scared of. That's what I resonate with. And it more than likely requires me to do things that the Christians will disapprove of. I disagree. Okay. The disagree crowd. The doctrine crowd. That's what it really. The ones who stand on doctrine and don't understand the spirit. That's that crowd, that's fine. That's their choice. But some of us have to be, if the old hidden hand is being removed, then there has to be a new hidden hand. If the old aristocrats are being taken out, there's got to be new aristocrats. If the old 13 families is being removed, there's got to be 13 new families. And I volunteer my bloodline for that because I know I'm personally going to make sure that we rule in righteousness. And that's not going to resonate with everybody, and that's fine, but I'm just putting it in a ley line. This is what it is. There has to be a new group of people who are going to dedicate their bloodline to righteousness. And I volunteer my bloodline for that. I hope they're all right with that, but that's the choice that we have to make. We have to have righteousness. There's no way to get around this. We have to have people who are dedicated to righteousness. We can't abandon the ship. We can't abandon the mothership or the daughtership. We can't abandon our sister and just say, all right, I'm ready to go. Take me to the Father. Whoa, wait a second. You're going to live on this earth. You're going to ransack her, use her, abuse her. And then when you get tired, take me out of here. That's messed up. So I volunteer for this contract, which I have no idea what I'm volunteering for, but I volunteer. So take a look at it. Go to your spirit team. Pray on it. Ask about it. And to decide if it's for you or not. So, shalom everyone and my stuffy nose. And we'll see you in the next video.